They were outnumbered 100-1. Their enemy was the most powerful empire the world had ever seen, and yet they stood their ground. Not for glory, not for conquest, but for freedom. This is the story of the Battle of Thermopylae, a clash that reshaped history and inspired every generation after. A tale of betrayal, blood, and defiance. A moment where 300 warriors chose to die so that others could live free. In the early 5th century BCE, the Persian Empire was a monster swallowing everything in its path. From the deserts of Egypt to the mountains of India, it consumed nations like wildfire. And now, it turned west, to Greece. Xerxes, the Persian king, wasn't just leading an army, he was bringing a tidal wave. Some say he commanded 1 million men, others say it was closer to 150,000, but one thing was clear: no Greek army could stop him. And yet, a small alliance of Greek city-states decided to resist. They were divided by politics, language, and old rivalries, but they were united by one idea: freedom or death. At the head of this alliance stood Leonidas, the Spartan king. He didn't bring thousands of warriors, he brought 300. Why so few? Because this wasn't a full-scale war. It was a sacrifice. Leonidas chose his 300 not from young recruits, but from seasoned fathers. Men who had sons to carry on their name. They knew they would not return. The chosen battleground? A narrow pass called Thermopylae, the Hot Gates. A bottleneck between mountains and sea where numbers meant little. Here, the Persian flood would be forced into a trickle. When Xerxes arrived, he sent envoys demanding surrender. "Lay down your weapons," they said. Leonidas replied with just 2 words: "Molon labe." Come and take them. For 2 days, the Spartans and their Greek allies turned the pass into a slaughterhouse. Persian soldiers charged in waves and were cut down in heaps. The Spartans fought in phalanx formation, shields locked, spears thrusting with precision. Their discipline was terrifying. Even Xerxes was stunned. He watched from his golden throne as his best warriors, the elite immortals, were repelled like children. But no wall stands forever. A Greek trader named Ephialtes revealed a hidden mountain path to the Persians. It allowed them to outflank the Greeks and surround them. Leonidas knew what was coming. He dismissed most of the Greek army, but he and his 300 Spartans remained. Along with 700 Thespians and 400 Thebans, they chose death over retreat. The final morning came. The air was thick with dust and fate. The Spartans fought like lions, even as arrows blackened the sky. Leonidas fell. His men fought over his body, refusing to let the enemy take it. Eventually, they were overwhelmed, spears broken, swords shattered. They fought with bare hands and teeth until the last one fell. Thermopylae was lost, but Greece was awakened. The sacrifice of the 300 spread like wildfire through the Greek world. It united Athens, Sparta, and rival city-states into one war machine. Months later, at Salamis, the Greek navy crushed the Persians. Then came the land victories, and slowly, Xerxes' invasion crumbled. Thermopylae did not stop the Persians, but it delayed them long enough to change the tide of history. Today, more than 2,000 years later, Thermopylae is more than a battle. It's a symbol of courage against tyranny, of standing firm in the face of annihilation. The Spartans didn't fight for land. They fought so that freedom would survive. Subscribe now.